Well, I guess Texas had to beat OU 4 times this year, but whatever it takes. I liked how the Oakland head coach really used that to motivate his team. I thought that was kind of clever. He's playing in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he really used the whole Texas OU rivalry to kind of get his fan base fired up and get the people in Oklahoma fired up. And before the game, Rick Barnes actually gave T-shirts out to the guys to throw in the stands to try to get a little bit more support from the people that weren't just Texas fans. It didn't work. All those people want us to lose, which makes sense. But Texas pulled it out 85-81. A grinding game, which, I felt like the score doesn't surprise me. It's a high-scoring, close game, what I felt with these two teams. I did feel like, though, it would be a little bit scarier for Texas. It never really got to the point. There at the end, it did a little bit, but we'll talk about the end a little bit. But for the most part, though, after the first half, near the end of the first part of the first half and most of the second half, Texas had it in control. Oakland was scoring. They were getting their second chance and stuff, but Texas kept scoring as well. We kept a 10-point cushion for the most part. Ended up expanding it to 17 at one point. But there at the end, Texas got sloppy. And, Corey Joseph bouncing off his leg, just making a stupid mistake. And one of the things at halftime when the guys were talking about it, the halftime show guys were talking about it, when they said something about Texas, they said Texas is a team that wins purely based on talent, not execution. And for the most part, today pretty much proved them right. I wouldn't say that's true about this whole season, but I will say that about today, because it got, for both teams in the second half, it was really, really. There's a sequence there where both teams got fast break. I got 2 or 3 fast breaks in a row, right after the other, and neither one of them scored. Trying to rush plays, trying to get the big highlight dunk, and I don't think that was the mindset. But rather than using the guys around you, they were trying to finish it themselves, and that's on both teams. But for the most part, Tristan Thompson was huge for us underneath, getting rebounds, getting the ball out to our shooters. Jordan Hamilton was a big factor, and as I said before, Jordan Hamilton, not just today, but in the entire tournament, has got to be a factor. And if he's a factor in every game, the Longhorns will be in every game. So for the most part, pleased with it. It's a 4-point win. That being said, I can't really tell you about much at the end of the game because, come on, Barack Obama. Could you have waited just 2 more minutes before you came on talking about Libya? I get it. It's important and stuff, and I know I'm flippant about that. But I looked at it. It was kind of funny, though, when that came up. If you didn't watch the game, right there at the end, there's 30 seconds left. The Horns have like an 6-point lead, something like that. It's pretty much in hand, but it's March Madness. You never know what's going to happen. And Ernie Johnson pops on the screen and says the president's about to sit down and make address the nation based on what he feels he's going to do about Libya, and gets into that. And then they bring up this split screen. It's kind of funny. It's like you've got Barack Obama, he's up in this bigger screen talking and doing his thing, and then at the bottom right corner you've got the basketball game, and there's nothing. You just see these guys run up and down the court, and then you just finally see the lights go off, and the game's over. I went on Twitter actually after the game and typed in Obama, Texas, just to see what people were saying, and it was, you need to do that. It's pretty funny responses most people had. Most people understood the situation, but a lot of people were kind of frustrated, like, come on, and not necessarily with the president making that, making the speech. It's just that CBS, like, come on, guys, there's a bunch of news networks, like, it's March Madness, but I get it, there's more important things in this world than sports, but in the moment when you're watching the game and at the very end you want to see what happens, it's a little bit frustrating, but it's okay. Texas won, and we will now be playing the Arizona Wildcats. I'll talk more about that tomorrow, but I just want to say Power Rangers, who is a current student at Arizona, the Horns are coming. And y'all can bear down or whatever y'all do there at Arizona for your Wildcats. It's not going to be enough. The Texas Longhorns, we've got the experience. We've got the talent. And we've got the top recruits that are going to take out Arizona. And we're pretty much just going to worry about Duke coming up later on. So I think Texas is going to breeze through Arizona. I'm just jacking y'all. It's going to be a tough game against the Wildcats. I'm not sure what time the game is on Sunday, but me and PR have a little fun with that. Happy we won. I'm just glad we didn't go in the first round. Aggies right now are still playing. I think they're down 7. As of right now, the Aggies are down by 7 right now. I need y'all to win. I picked y'all in my bracket to win this game. George Mason, I picked Villanova to win that game. They were winning the whole time. I ended up walking off, and doing something else, come back, they lost. Oh man, today I'm still higher up. I'm still in one of the higher up brackets in the pool we've got going. But dadgum, like these one shot games are just messing me up. So it's okay. It's all right. We'll move on from that. So Texas, congratulations, good job, and got the Wildcats next up. Power Rangers, we're coming for you. Hook 'em horns, guys.